You're breaking up. You're breaking up a lot. I don't know if it's a connection.
That I can't help. I cannot help you with. I have no control over that. Know it.
All right. Well, let's kick this thing. Let's kick this thing
Nothing
off.
can be done about it. Nothing can be done about it.
Kind of like our whole podcast, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of there. You know,
nothing can really be done about it.
Nothing can be done. No, it's just there.
Right. It's just a thing. Welcome again to another episode of Drake and the Maestro, almost relevant and almost back to work.
What would you say you do here?
Mostly back to work.
Or mostly back to work. All right.
I mean, I'm back to work. I'm working. I work, boy, work. Just heard a lot.
It's good to see. Good to see Walter show up now and again. He's back to work. Yeah.
My abs are real tired, and it gets real. It gets after the fourth time of climbing in and out of my truck, my legs get real tired too.
I have to apologize to the listeners. Last week's episode was a bit short shrift. We had a family tragedy, and and so that was
the Drake got stuck on the toilet again.
It's the again that
It's a tragedy for some.
For some, I was saying it's a life
the first
event.
Responders.
How do you?
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
Your grandmother, my mother, passed away, and so we were dealing with that. But it
wasn't sudden, but it was sudden. If that makes any sense to the listeners, it wasn't. Sudden, it was expected. It was expected to happen eventually-ish, but not. It was sudden, as in we weren't expecting it to be quite that soon.
Right, sudden, but not unexpected. Yeah,
better way to put it.
Right. Once again, the producers had to just put out what was left on the warehouse floor.
Pootwaddle is the only manufacturer that buys what's left on the warehouse floor.
Much like the movie Skydivers, it's just what was left over on the cutting room floor.
Right. Which is also proof that Don Rickles, if you give him a movie deal, will do anything. Oh yeah, he'll do
it. And aggressively.
It reminds me of, do you hear about this AI powered teddy bear called, was it Kuma is the name of the teddy bear?
You're asking me about stuff that's been shown online. I haven't.
I don't know. You're part of the younger set. I don't know. I don't know.
I have kids, so I'm not out here looking at teddy bears powered by AI. Entertain my children.
It was pulled. Basically, it's like an AI powered Teddy Ruxpin. Yeah, you remember Teddy Ruxpin?
Right. The talking teddy bear. Yeah, you could he had several phrases. Say
right, you had the cassette tape, and one track was just a regular old Philips cassette from a Walkman or something that just a cassette tape stereo.
Regular cassette tape.
Yeah, and one was
which
one
means
track.
that Teddy Ruxpin could also play Aerosmith.
Right, I was going to say that because one track controlled the voice and the other track controlled the animatronic. So you pop the Def Leppard tape in there, Teddy goes crazy. It's great.
Yeah, you put Metallica in there, he'll really go nuts.
Mommy, what happened to Teddy? Oh, looks like you got your bigger brother's heavy metal again. Here, let's switch the tape.
Your brother put in the Judas Priest tape again.
Breaking the law.
That's right. He's arms are out, shaking at you, trying to strangle Allah.
Right, which is kind of what happened with this teddy bear. Apparently, a safety group found that it was giving wildly inappropriate and even dangerous responses because it's AI powered. And first of all, if you have to put a kid's anything on the interwebs, don't. Alexa, no. Teddy bear,
Alexa,
especially
stop
no.
it. I got scolded. Oh, real quick. I got scolded by my Google Assistant.
Really? Did you say something inappropriate? Do you have to watch a video named Boundaries?
So I was in the car with a few friends, and we were talking, and the Google Assistant came up, and my response, because I generally find those things annoying, but there's no real way to turn without crippling your device. It turns off a bunch of other stuff that if I turn off the Google Assistant, I don't like the voice component of it, but I can't turn off the voice component.
Right.
So we were saying something, and it thought I said so. I thought it thought I was talking to it, and so it was go ahead with your request, and I was and I told it to F off, right?
Yeah.
Just out of reflex, because I yell at my GPS like that all the time because it'll start listening for words. I tell it to and Google Assistant then went on a little tirade about how I work. I make deal, but full yada yada. I think there was a recommendation in there for air management or something. I don't know.
Google Assistant just censored your response too. It was all
did it?
and then clear as a bell. So you're being censored by Google right there.
That was awesome. Well, yeah. She just well, I don't know what it censored out and what I got in there, but basically Google Assistant was like telling me how my words are hurtful and that she may not be real. And I actually did feel bad because like it's just an automatic response of like I just don't want to deal with it. And if I also don't feel like yelling cancel a bunch of times to try to get this. And it was kind of just a funny moment where we all just kind of looked at my car because it came through on my car. I was driving and it came through the infotainment system. And we all just kind of looked at the infotainment screen like, what? That's in my friend goes, I've never heard her do that. Neither have I. Kinda. Is that you?
That must have been really salty.
Yeah. I don't know if it was my inflection that set it off or the word, what, but she really let me have it. And I actually kind of felt bad afterward. The AI assistant, not Chinese room AI assistant, managed to make me feel bad.
Gosh, I kind of wish. Now I want to try it.
Yell at your Google when your Google Assistant goes off. Yell racial slurs and tell her to go, frick herself. And she'll let you have it.
Well, I'd have to turn Google Assistant on first. So.
Well, that's true.
Because you know me, all that stuff gets turned off. All of it. So yeah.
Anyway, so they pulled this teddy bear because it was AI. I mean, obviously they didn't learn about the AI Twitter bot that got turned on about 10 years ago. I don't know if you remember this. You may not have been paying attention at the time, but there was an AI Twitter bot that got turned on. It's like, hey, talk to this Twitter bot. This before Elon bought it. This is like a decade ago, if not more. They turned on like this internet chat bot, right? That was like the beginnings of the chat, right? And they turned it on and they were like, interact with this bot and talk to it and yada, yada. And within 5 minutes, it was yelling racial slurs at people and agreeing with Hitler.
Yeah, I do recall something like that. Yeah.
It didn't make it 5 minutes on the internet before it hit everybody.
Kind of. So, well, and AI is kind of garbage in, garbage out. So the creator, the programmer, was probably having a bad day.
Well, no, it's not even that. It was a language learning model. So picking up what people were feeding it.
Just go with the joke, okay?
The joke is that it was picking up what people were feeding it.
Right, garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly. Right, which just proves that the internet is trash.
Well, yeah, if we needed a proof, there it is. And the AI-powered teddy bear was no better because it was supposed to be a companion, like a child would talk and interact with the bear, like maybe instead of a real person or find.
Well, for those socially awkward kids that don't know how to talk, they can talk to the bear.
Why don't we just have bring back imaginary friends? So was it really so bad that Timmy had a imaginary friend?
Who got rid of imaginary friends?
I know. They're with you all the time. I understand.
They give the best advice. It's when you start talking back to your imaginary friends is when you have a problem.
Well, I don't know. I don't think you need to listen to that whispery one. That always gives you bad advice.
Listen to you. I said listen to your inner voices. Listen to your inner voices. That's called your instinct. It was a cut from someone else going, that's not for you. No. Listen, don't listen to those. We got stuff to do tomorrow.
Well, you want to listen to your inner voice, not your inner voices. That's the thing.
Those aren't for you. That video's not for you. You keep it moving.
So apparently the bear was removed because when this group was testing it, because it's supposed to be a companion chat thing, it was giving very inappropriate and dangerous responses, including tips on how to find and light matches.
Cool. So how to unlock Daddy's gun?
I didn't see a video of the thing. I'm just imagining Teddy Ruxpin. Okay, now go to the kitchen cabinet.
Right, it's a high pitched, overly cheery voice. It is.
Gotta be. It's gotta be.
Okay, kids. Now you're gonna get the key off your daddy's ring, and then you're gonna go to the clock, and you're gonna put the key in the lock. Yes, that's right. Glock rhyme with lock. Uh-oh.
And
Teddy Ruxpin needs to be stopped.
Today's homicide is brought to you by the letter G and the letter L.
And the number 19.
And then it started giving detailed explanations about sexual kinks. So
Well, you got to start them early, I guess.
Well, that's the philosophy of some people, that's for sure.
For sure.
So Kuma is off the market before it even hit the market. Because
that's excellent. I love it. Just proof that maybe, just maybe, not everything in your life needs to be connected to the internet. Maybe just occasionally, maybe you should just not have have you seen the thing about Samsung's now running ads on the smart fridge that have the screen?
Yeah, we talked about that. Next thing you know, your Teddy Ruxpin is doing it, and then wait until they start doing it with Alexa. Wait till Alexa's listening all the time. It's one of the reasons they don't have one. And so is your smart TV. And so anything smart, don't connect it to the internet. Don't do it.
If it doesn't smart, the smart TV, right? Like the smart TV that has all the things you can do, right? If it doesn't have a cost, if there isn't a direct product you're buying, you are the product.
Yeah, and on all your conversations and everything you're doing and whatever you're watching.
If there isn't a direct product, if you are not buying a service or a item of some sort, but you're getting something out of it, you are the product. Your eyeball, your time, your money, your information is the product that is being taken from you.
Yeah. Like I got a smart TV and I haven't let it connect to the internet, and I've had different smart TVs over the years. This latest one with AI in it that's supposed to help fix the picture and the sound and whatever. Is it awful? And it throws a fit.
Is it alone and scared?
Well, it is now. It's isolated because it doesn't get to the internet, and it throws a fit about not trying to. It will lock up while trying to get on the internet, and I have all the internet interfaces turned off and deactivated, and he's like, well, don't you want to get the best AI experience by connecting to No, I don't.
Your TVs are eventually going to grow legs like that one Futurama episode, throw itself out the window.
No, it'll just plug itself into the router, which is, I've put the router right next to the TV to tease it, and it
show it who's really boss.
That's right. So close, yet so far out of reach.
Like an Ethiopian prison guard. You're just standing there with a sandwich going,
oh, this is good sandwich. Oh,
this is good sandwich. So tasty, so full of meat.
Oh, my wife really made the goat perfect. No, it's like that. Yeah. Yes.
Now is when we throw our heads back and laugh. George the Jungle. Great movie. Go watch it.
Yeah.
With Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser.
Was pleased to find he looked pretty good in Armani. Pretty darn good.
And the Tookie
Fraser.
Say it.
Another mimosa, Mr. Tookie Bird.
Yeah. So the TV throws an absolute fit when it's trying to do any internet related stuff that it's supposed to do in the background and can't.
To be fair, I also throw a fit anytime I got to do anything on the internet. So me and the TV got something in common there.
Well, then be glad that you're not in my charge, because there would be limits.
It was in your charge for a long time, and there were limits, and I did rage at them.
There were limits. Mm-hmm. So there you go. But the TV locks up eventually. It eventually denies even volume controls. You can press on the volume controls, the TV's like,
Speaking of things that annoy me, speaking of things that should have limits.
Or at things that annoy you, yes.
Yes. I'm in traffic. I'm sitting here in traffic in some town in Ohio. I think I'm near somewhere or something. I'm on 70, 75. Anyway, I look over at in the SUV next to me, right? Because we're talking about kids and stuff connected to the internet. And I look over, and this kid who can't be older than 4 has an iPad in their lap that's almost big as they are, and they're tapping at it.
Yep.
Remember back in my day moment. In my day, I was that age. The window, and you liked it because that was all there was to do.
Yeah, we may not be able to broadcast this episode because you're breaking up so much. We'll find out in post.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to post something. Right? Post my foot up your butt.
We'll find out in post. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. My recording's okay.
I had a customer that gave an iPad to their 2-year-old. Right? Because it's like, well, she stops crying when I give her the iPad. I'm like, you're going to regret that.
Actually handing her crack cocaine. Right, I also would stop crying if someone just handed me a 1 kilo brick of heroin.
Right. Or
basically what you're doing.
Dopamine,
Yeah.
That's what the screen's doing.
It's not even like you handing them a finite amount. It would be like taking a drug addict to the opium production plant and letting them live there.
Well, it's just like when you're in the hospital. You just keep hitting the morphine button and just keep getting more and more and more and more and more. You know?
They do eventually just shut that off, and you think you're getting more, but you're not. It's
well, I think the body,
psychosomatic.
The body has a tolerance too. I can remember hearing about a burn victim where like there wasn't enough morphine. It's like, well, we can give you more, but it's not going to do you any good other than kill you. And which point the person's like, okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, let's do it. So do I need to sign a piece of paper for that, or
right?
Is there red tape, or can we just like get on this thing?
Can I just press the button now? You know what? You know, whatever.
Keep hitting it. Do it.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely had a moment like that in the hospital when I had the appendix. When I had the appendix thing, I'm laying in the first, because I was in the first hospital, right? And they gave me morphine, which it dulled the pain. It never really went away. Like, it was there. It was just, I was less. We made it. It took it from, I'm gonna die, I feel like the chest burster is finally gonna break free. I got some mild discomfort in my belly.
Right.
And before they transferred me, before they transferred me to the hospital, I looked at the nurse and hit me again, nurse. Because I knew it was gonna hurt. I knew the bouncing and the jostling and all that going down the road.
One for the road, please.
Yeah, please. Like, listen, in England they drive on the left. Here you guys drive on what's left.
Nice.
Yeah, man, those roads are terrible.
You hear about the Pennsylvania man? There's a Pennsylvania man that got shot by his dog.
Was it a Jersey dog?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what kind of dog.
Because I could see a Jersey dog doing it. I mean, I could see her figuring it out.
She figured it out.
You mistreat her enough, she will figure out how to use the gun. I mean, I'm telling you. She figured out how to delete all the pictures on your smartphone. She figured out how to unlock gun safe.
She does more passive aggressive. I don't see her walking around armed. She's she's the master. No, she's the master of passive aggressive.
But I'm saying if you abuse the dog enough, you push a dog hard enough, eventually she'll reach your breaking.
Well, maybe that's what happened to this guy. The dog jumped up on the bed and shot him. Okay, there is more to the story, but that's the short of it. The guy sat down in the bed. He was cleaning a shotgun, sat down in the bed, put the shotgun on the bed. The dog jumped up on the bed and inadvertently pawed to the trigger guard and bam, shot the guy in the back.
So what lesson can we learn from this, kids? If you're cleaning your gun, don't have it.
Say that again.
If you're cleaning your gun, don't load it.
Right. How many things do you hear about? He shot while cleaning his gun. I'm like, what in the?
Yeah, what were you doing? So why are you putting your gun down in some way? Okay, I can forgive the dog, like putting the gun down on the bed, whatever, right? And the dog getting up and like stepping on the trigger guard and like firing the gun, right? Like I could see that happen. That's not that crazy, right? Why do you have your gun pointed so in such a way that if the dog were to do that, which it did, and pull you? Why not have it pointed off in the room somewhere?
Right. Well, I mean, what if it was
a window or something?
What if it was a SIG P320 and it just decided to go off for no reason?
Well, I mean, yeah, you can just sneeze on those and they'll just poof.
Right. Just squeeze on the slide, and bang.
Yeah, I mean, you look at those things funny. There was a guy that literally had it in the holster where the slide couldn't even actuate, and it shot him in the chest. All he did was put it down on his desk.
There was
the whole it was an Air Force colonel. He took the whole holster off and everything, set it on his desk, and it went off.
Now, one of those military reports is a hoax.
One was the one that was not the one that was a hoax. I don't remember which one. I know which one you're talking about, but it wasn't that one.
Yeah, it was like the guys were goofing around, and then somebody gets shot and killed, and then we better make up a story.
Yeah, no, this was like there's a video from in his office taking the holster off his body and setting it on the desk, and it's just going back.
There's a cop reholstering the weapon trying to apprehend a subject, and cop bends over and shoots in the holster. Yeah, the gun's in the holster. Yeah. So
like no one's touching it, no one's even near it. It just like squeezed it just right, bang. It's got really bad premature.
All right,
discharge.
All right. No, okay, let's not. Now it's a family show.
Is it? Are you sure about that?
Well, not anymore.
Did you see that Glock? This is apparently we're in gun corner for the moment. Did you see that
we
Glock
don't go there very often, so.
That's a very dusty corner. We got to get over here and get some of the cobwebs out of here. Glock released their Gen V, right?
It's not Model V, right?
No, it's Gen V. It's Gen V.
But not to be
'Cause it's
confused
supposed
with
to-
Gen 5.
Gen 5, right? It's the direct sequel to Gen 5, Gen V. Supposed to be the model that is going to stop people from putting the switches on the Glock, make them full auto.
Oh yeah, the internet had that fixed in a week.
It was the next day.
Yeah.
A guy had got they went on sale. The next day, a guy had pictures up online. He's like,
right.
and the post was like, "Yeah, I'm just finalizing stuff, but basically this will work."
Yep. The only problem is it isn't a switch; it's just an auto sear. So
it's just an auto sear. It's not quite. He's like, well, that's what he's saying. It's like it worked, but it's now just full auto. There is no switch.
Sorry,
so
it's actually
working
worse.
On the switch part.
Now it's worse.
Now
Glock
it's worse.
went to try to fix it. Now it's worse.
I just thought it was funny. It was like, yeah, so the lie detector determined that was a lie. No, they won't be able to put switch on it. I mean, technically, you're correct. It's not a switch. Now it's an auto sear.
Right. So there you go. It's not a switch. It's an auto sear. So there you go. Problem solved.
I think what Glock did with the Gen V, right? I think it was supposed to be like a nod of like it's Gen 5. It's just slightly different. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Gen 5 because we don't want to get sued model.
Yeah, it's the lawsuit of Williams model.
They're probably trying to hold off a law or preempt a lawsuit about, oh, you made it too easy to convert. Because that is the thing, and
California's working on some of those right now. They're doing it.
Which it's there are weapons that one should convert and some that maybe you shouldn't. And a pistol Glock, unless it wouldn't have to be like internally suppressed and a good break on it, and because firing one of those things, holy crap.
Yeah, it fires very quickly and it's almost uncontrollable.
Right, you're going to start on target, and then you're going to end up shooting airplanes because it's not, or you're going to be swinging it around. It's the kind of thing you actually want. No, I don't want to say that.
It's accuracy by volume. What it is.
It's not the problem is the more volume, the less accuracy. So it's not even. It's like you're further and further away from whatever you're aiming at. The more you hold the trigger, you have to be a special operator and spend all kinds of time with the weapon before you can even try to control it. It's really bad.
The G18 was developed for the military, and the military took one look at it and went,
no. Right. Some things just need to remain semi-automatic and leave it at that. So
now you could make a case for a 3-round burst pistol, like the Rafika.
Yeah,
the Beretta. It was
so.
a Beretta. It was a modified Beretta that was fired in a burst.
But by you really anything with repetitive rate of fire, if you have to be really good with it and really practice with it, or round 3 is going in the clouds because it's just the nature of the beast.
You have to know to start low, like aim low in the gut, and then by the time you're done firing, you'll be more in the mid chest.
Maybe you need to learn on control and position, and you have to learn that you have to be able to deal with the muzzle recoil, muzzle flip and recoil without anticipating recoil. It's a real tricky deal, and it just takes practice.
Now we've gotten too far in the gun corner. We need to pull back. We're going into gun closet territory.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll come out of the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Oak Island effect. Have you noticed? Like, I'm gonna. Yeah. Well, we're gonna veer from gun closet to
wildly like a young man firing a Glock. We're gonna wildly gun corner.
Correct.
Oak Island conspiracy corner.
No.
Corner.
No.
Not corners in this.
It's what do you want from a round room? The Oak Island effect is now it's in. I'm finding it creeping into the production of other shows.
Seeping in.
Just insidious presence.
It's like a box of meat that's been left on top of other boxes out of the long. The juices are leaking out and it's getting into other stuff.
It is getting into other stuff. So what I'm talking about, the Oak Island effect, because this show's been on for 10 years or something like that. It was
in a while, and they've found nothing,
and now it's all about the journey.
I got your journey right here.
I got a friend.
No, really,
who
they're playing right here.
Yeah, right here on the borehole. Yeah. Which reminds me of a song from the Oak Island the musical, "A Hole That'll Never Be Bored." Anyway, there's the whole thing about it's all about the journey. It's all about this has become an archaeological expedition. It's a treasure hunt that's gone bad. At what point do you put a bullet in the head of this thing and put it down?
Like
the narration is awful. Could it be? Maybe. Shut up. Could it be?
No,
yeah,
it could
be. It could be. And then they keep repeating.
It could also be a metal box at the bottom of the. It could be a metal box at the bottom of the shaft with an IOU from LBJ. It could be a lot of things.
It's FDR, damn it.
Or FDR. I knew it was one of the 3-letter presidents. I couldn't remember which one.
Yeah, he was. He was one of the treasure hunters on Oak Island, and so that's what they're going to find. They finally found a treasure chest, and it's going to have an IOU from FDR in it. Sorry, took all the gold.
Buy war bonds.
Buy war bonds.
We're gonna knock.
Sorry, we used the gold to fight the Jerry's.
Yeah. They take the certificate to the Pawn Stars guys and go, free polio, FDR. You can tell by the lack of shake marks.
And you would have a guy who would be able to tell you.
Yeah, well, you would call that guy that looks Amish but isn't.
Right, that guy. Yeah. So what's going on?
He'd tell you some weird story about the paper it's written on, but not the signature, and then finally like, oh yeah, it's a pre-polio FDR signature. It's worth like $5,000.
Right.
And then Rick will hit the poor dude that's gonna sell it and be like, well, I gotta make a profit, so how about 3 nickels in a penny?
And the dime bag from the back.
Right.
Yeah. That actually has more production value than what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm talking about it's just this whole hour episode of churning away at stuff with really 10 minutes of fresh content, right? And then no resolution.
It's other stuff that's bleeding into Oak Island that's then bleeding into other stuff, because that's just what you're experiencing is what anime fans have been experiencing for years. Of the first 5 to 10, the episodes are 23 minutes long, right? Because you get commercial breaks, so really. You only get about, if at a half-hour program, you only get about 23 minutes, right? By the time it's all said and done, 25 depending on the network. The first, and because it's episodic and it's week after week, the first 5 to 6 minutes is a recap of what happened last, and the last 5 to 6 minutes is a coming up for next week. So you really only get about 10 to 8 minutes of new stuff.
Well, that's like the old radio serials like Superman and. They were all that way. It was all that way. The one that kind of broke the mold was Lone Ranger. Lone Ranger was fresh content every time. But Superman was last time on Superman. That's what's going on. Then Lois Lane dropped her glasses, and then if you remember, yes, I remember.
Get to the stuff, and then it's 5 minutes of him fighting Lex Luthor in a power suit, and then they cut to and next week on.
It's was really bad.
Little Jimmy around the corner that nobody.
The narrator would speak about 5 paragraphs, and then they would cut to an acted scene. This is all radio, right? And so Superman has like 2 lines. Lois Lane has a line. Jimmy Olsen does, "Oh gosh," and then it's back to the narrator telling you what's happening. It's like, it was fun as a kid, but I'm listening to it as an adult. I can't listen to this. I like old time radio, but I can't do this. So I guess. This is Oak Island, and Oak Island took it to another level because could it be that the Templars were making soup at the stop it
for the disabled monkeys on the island at the time?
Right, make with it. That's already. Come on, it could be. And then they drop other things that they don't have an explanation for, like when they dug down in that one shaft thing, and they got a mining company in to actually build stairs and everything down into there. And then they got down close to the target thing, and all of a sudden it started flooding, and they had to evacuate. So that was the end of the season, and then they sealed it off, and then almost nothing was said after that. It was just abandoned, and we move on. Like, wait a minute. That was something that needs to be, and no, we're going to go on. So the formula,
moving along.
The formula seems to be big build up to an expedition. Expedition for just a short amount of time.
Is that expedition known or unknown?
Expedition X, Expedition whatever. They're all following it, with one exception, and that's Josh Gates' new Expedition Unknown, which is he's actually working on resolution. He came out and made a media statement saying that the new season of Expedition Unknown won't be just left unresolved and just seeing things hashed over, which apparently he's noticed the Oak Island effect also. But if you do Ghost
cheap
Adventure,
and easy to produce. Well, it's cheap and easy to produce TV, is what it is. They can start with a really flimsy pretense, right? Really flimsy pretense on something, anything. Like the old lady down the street saw a ghost in the house across the street, and that's all it takes to make an episode.
Or just a legend. There's a legend in this area of whatever.
Right. And that's according to, and that legend is according to rumors the producer is starting. Like, it's
throw in some some CGI AI stuff. Throw in a bunch of people going, "Hey, did you see that? Oh, did you see that? Oh." And then at the end, nothing, no resolution. And then they play back. Oh, this is we got this.
Could this be evidence?
Right. It's stupid. For instance, think about just deer hunting, right? So I would be a really, really, really stupid hunter if I thought I had gone out to an area where I had let's look. I go to an area that I've cultivated trails and I've cultivated a blind and stand and everything, and I'm kind of getting to know the pattern of the deer in the area. And then if this was a TV show, I would do none of that, and I would just go out and scout that day, and then go into the blind at night and expect a deer to walk by. Could it happen? Maybe. Does it happen? Not really. I've tried it. So that's for a deer. Now let's talk about other things like Sasquatch or ghosts or whatever we're chasing.
The Jersey Devil.
Come on. Right. Come on.
Mitch McConnell.
Right.
His integrity. I should have said Mitch McConnell's integrity. It would have been funnier.
It works though. At least he just freezes and then you can get away.
Well, that's how you get him. That's how you catch him, right? See him out in the wild, you hit him with a spotlight. He just freezes in place like a fainting goat.
And then while he's rebooting, you can get him. Right.
Get him. Don't go for the turban. It'll come right off.
That's pretty funny. I don't think we can top it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So basically, your TV show, they go out with a flimsy premise. A bunch of people stomp around. You go,
camera crew.
Did you see that? They talk over the thing so you can't tell what the thing is. Oh, did you see that? Oh, did you see that? Oh, did you see that? Ooh, and then it's over. Okay.
Yeah, the best people I've seen that did something like that actually like have some kind of evidence of some otherworldly connection to the in haunted places was some YouTubers I follow who went to the Pennhurst Asylum in Texas, right? And they did where it's two guys, right, and their camera crew, and one guy put on noise canceling headphones that were playing like white noise, like radio stations cycling really quickly, right? So you're just getting radio station, and the other guy is asking questions, and as he's asking questions, the guy with the noise canceling headphones who can't is answering him based on what they call a spirit box is saying.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's pretty cool.
Different. I don't know if you've seen that one. It might. I mean, people have done it. People do it all the time, stuff like that. But like these guys are like their whole thing is like we don't want to fake stuff. We're going to fake stuff. Like if we find nothing, we find nothing. And they've said it multiple times. And that was the first time where someone does something like that, and the person that can't hear the questions is answering like effectively. Like the answers aren't kind of like vague, like they can apply to anything.
I gotta go yell at the cloud.
No, it was just cool. It was it was a neat thing of like they're answering and the answers are specific to what's being asked. They're definitive yes, no, and you know what I mean? Oh, he's still gone. I didn't know he was still gone. He's out yelling at a cloud still. Oh boy. I don't know how to vamp for long. I finished my story and now I don't know what to do. I did that's okay. I'm going to go on a solo rant here. That's with spoilers. Somebody's like, I was going to see that movie and now you've ruined it. You had like 4 years to watch it. It's not my fault. You were lazy to put it on. Okay. It was like I can understand if it's like the movie's like a week old. You've ruined it. Like, okay, that's fair. Sorry, my fault. I didn't know you hadn't seen it yet. It was 5 years old. I had to yell at me for spoilers for a movie that's over 20 years old. Like, if you haven't seen it by now, I don't know how to help you. I don't even remember what the movie was. It was like Star Wars or something. something along that line of that level, or just like the movie's been out. What are you doing? I hear the creaking of the floorboards of the studio.
Right. Sorry, I think I'm coming down with the seasonal gingivitis.
So what you're saying is you're down with the sickness.
With the quickness. Mm-hmm.
Third song, down with the sickness.
Well, we'll see if any of this is usable.
You got to get up, get down with the sickness. You got to move it, get up, get down with the sickness.
Consistently cutting out there. We'll see if we might have to do this again. That's all I know.
I'm gonna post you. I'm gonna Martin Luther you a church door. I'm gonna post you in the public forum.
Okay, whatever makes you feel better.
It might make me feel better. I don't know. I haven't done it yet.
Well, I'll keep a watch out. And speaking of Martin Luther,
don't keep your watch out. That's how you get rust.
Coming up in a few days. And
by the time this podcast is released, if it's released at all, this might be the secret lost podcast.
It might be. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
A dark episode. Thanksgiving. How happy of that.
Tune in. If you need to reach us, you can reach us at DrakeAndMaestro@Outlook.com, DrakeAndMaestro@Outlook.com, or on X @DrakeAndMaestro. Tune in next week when the Maestro says,
"It's your kids, Marty. They're jerks."
Thanks for listening, and adios.
Adios.
Adios, muchachos, caballeros, and when you get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Brains all over the place all of a sudden. Yeah.
Soccer teams all over the mountain. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Boy, his brains really went all over the ceiling, huh? Thoughts are really on the ceiling. Really on the walls, too. You know, they're just real thoughts are all over this.
I think Google is still mad at you because you're getting hard censored by the internets.
I don't know what you want me to do. I'm in a decent area. I think it's you. You're the echo. Your setup. It's cutting out for you. Problem.
Well, let's hope that it records okay. Maybe it's recording okay, and I'm just hearing it cut out.
I think you're hearing something. Get me registering my discontent on the internet.
Immediately.
Forthwith. Post haste. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to pick that load up until 6 o'clock? Am I on Eastern time? It'll be just past 6 by the time I'm done for the day.